Hello, Brave Awakened Ones. This is Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics, Lady V. Thank you, supporters, subscribers, and Patreons. Please share these videos with those who you think it might resonate with. If you're interested in any of my services, books, merch, t-shirts, webinars, sessions, and higher realm magic information and meditations, please visit higherrealmholistics.com. Good day, Brave Awakened One. What's up? QV here. We have the victory. This is NRV 75. It's very heavy, like the one I did last night. I'm really tired. I'm sure you could tell because I did that real late NRV, and then, I did the live till past midnight. And then I had a heck of a night with remote viewing and knowings, and NRV stands for new remote view or new remote video or new revelations video, because like what happened early this morning through the wee hours, all through the wee hours with no sleep, is I received, instead of me being there in a location with the remote view, I got flashes. So it's like revelations, knowings. I got these flashes of images, and like they all came together, and sounds and things. Excuse me. So I want to share and try to connect the dots with you guys. Okay. As we know, Q and Trump, who's Q plus, everything they say has more than one meaning. Everything they say has more than one meaning. It's like there's a light side and a dark side to everything that they say. Okay, there's a light side and a dark side to everything they say. I might be jumping around a bit, try to catch up. Okay, now this is Q post 753. A caged bird sings. Gitmo. This is what they're saying. QMap.pub. I think Q drop. This is from the Anon. I think think image drop. And these are the images. Gitmo and then Asia. Think image drop. Think op. Think united. When does a caged bird sing? Everything has meaning. For me, op means military op, which is the underground military ops going right now. But it's several ops. It's not just the military ops going on right now. In connection with the caged birds, I will show you the dual meaning that I found when it comes to caged birds. Okay, the light and the dark meaning of the caged birds. And the two ops that go along with those caged birds singing. There's a dual meaning with the caged bird singing, the light and the dark. Okay, so we're going to take it from there. And yeah, we'll touch on that. Symbolism will be their downfall. Now, the majority of the Anons and the majority of the truthers, they're touching on this. Rose Kennedy. That is one of the meanings. Birds sing after a storm. Why shouldn't people feel as free to delight in whatever sunlight remains to them? That is one of the meanings of caged birds. And that, along with the Maya Angelou, which I mentioned previously because I'm very familiar with Maya Angelou. That's why I said, when I was reading that Q drop a while ago, I said, when does the caged bird sing? I said, ask Maya Angelou. I'm sure a lot of you didn't get that. I'm going to read you Maya Angelou's poem. Okay? I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, poem by Maya Angelou. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends and dips his wings in the orange sun raise and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. Trying to compose myself. The cage bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown but long for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the cage bird sings for freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn as he names the sky his own. But a cage bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so his throat opens. So he opens his throat to sing. The cage bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown, but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the cage bird sings for freedom. For the cage bird sings of freedom. Maya Angelou. Oh. Sorry. This poem means a lot to me because of what I went through. Because of what I went through. All right, we're going to go through this dual meaning of the cage bird singing. As Rose Kennedy says, the cage bird sings after a storm. And Maya Angelou talks about the caged bird singing because it's more like a screaming cry. Okay? The bird sings both ways when it's free, but this caged bird sings because of what it's going through. It's pain, it's misery, it's agony. It's singing. It's singing for freedom. Okay? Now another time a cage bird sings. Yeah, we're going to go through this shit. What happened to it? Oh, I don't know what happened to it. Let's look it up. Meaning of singing like a canary. What does singing like a canary mean? If someone sings like a canary, they tell everyone they know about a crime or wrongdoing to the police or authorities. Singing like a canary. That's another reason. The bird is singing, right? And who do we know right now? It's very obvious is captured and is singing like a canary. Well, we got Ellen DeGeneres singing like a freaking canary with a storm right above her coming in, right? Wearing the yellow, canary yellow. Also, I remember there's also a post now of the Queen who came down with a touch of the corona wearing the canary yellow. Where else did we see this canary yellow and a singing bird, a parakeet? Parakeets are the biggest singing birds, right? Shakira, right here with this cue on her Twitter, singing like a freaking canary. As the birds sing, the ducks sing on the water in front of me. She's singing like a canary. Here are the ducks, the children. She's talking about it right here. They're caged. They have the chains around their ankles. Okay? Again, symbolism will be their downfall. Here's Taylor Swift singing in a cage. Paul McCartney singing in a cage. This is the Illuminati symbol. This is Rockefeller at a Rockefeller party in a cage, bird cage. Lady Gaga singing in a cage. Rihanna in a cage. Where else did we see this cage and singing in a cage? This is J-Lo's freaking daughter, where they were doing that Illuminati ceremony, ritual, spell that her and Shakira, of all people, were doing right there with her own daughter singing in a freaking cage and all these children caged. And remember, you can go back to all my NRVs. I've always kept seeing the children packed in cages and the people in cages. Okay? It's all part of their torture ritual to get that adrenochrome, to make you sing. Sing for your freedom. They put it right in our faces what they're doing. Okay? And here are some children in cages. Okay? The Haitian children. I cannot wait. Can I be at her execution, please? Can I be invited to the Clinton's executions? Please. Please. I beg of you. Please let me be there. Okay? So these children are singing for their freedom. And it's their symbolism. They're showing how they have these children caged up. These children caged, singing for their freedom. It's part of their torture. Okay? So remember those definitions of the caged birds. And when do the caged birds sing? Like Rose Kennedy said, sing after the storm, to delight in whatever sunlight remains to them. That has a dual meaning. Sunlight as in coming out from underground. And I know this jumping around is probably driving you guys nuts. So let me close some stuff that I already went over, and that way it'll be easier. Okay. This is Comey's tweet, right? And I told you, he's caged also, and he's singing like a canary too. Okay, and this is his tweet. This signifies to me the people coming out of the tunnel, the kids coming out of the tunnel, being freed, seeing that sunlight, that burst of sunlight. And Trump, a couple of days ago, when he was making that announcement about when he was doing his COVID press conference, and he was talking about the burst of light at the end. I feel it's in direct relation to this. There's a direct connection between the burst of light in the end and this. The light, also illumination, the light after the darkness, this darkness that humanity has been in, the light of the truth also. Nothing has just one meaning, guys. The light of the truth. Also the light for the people who've been caged in those underground cities. And since they have this freaking knucklehead who's about to go bye-bye pretty soon, great day for a walk. They're going in the tunnel, and the people are coming out of the tunnel. It's their turn to go into the tunnel. And he's going in. Perp walk. You know who else who took a perp walk? I'll show you who else who took a perp walk, just in case you guys aren't with me on Twitter. I'll show you who else took a perp walk. And I wonder if anyone else caught on to this. Because Madonna posted this. Look at this on her Twitter yesterday. Well, my Donna didn't post it. She's another caged bird that's singing. They got her. And the minute I saw this clicked into my head. This is from the Green Mile. This is when they were taking the prisoner, who, by the way, was a light worker. He was an angel, actually, right? Down for execution for something he did not do, right? Now, who stars in that movie? Tom Hanks stars in that movie. And they were taking him down for his final walking, dead man walking. Dead man walking. She's taking that. I feel the Alliance posted this on her account to show that she is taking that long walk down that tunnel. Okay, I just had to share that because I was like, ooh, dead man walking. That's the first thing I thought. Okay, now again, with the symbolism being their downfall. Okay, I shared enough of that. Okay, again, this represents the children, the caged birds. Symbolism will be their downfall. Again, when does a bird sing? Bird sings when it's caged. Okay. And the caged birds are those dark ones who are captured, who are singing like canaries right now. And you have the children who are caged. And also the symbolism of with those celebrities, they're caged. They're when they perform like that in the cages and do all their videos in the cages, it's a dual symbolism. It's showing how they're caged. So they're singing because their masters are making them sing. And also it's the symbolism of the children who are caged and who are singing. It's actually their cries. Okay. Now, I wanted to take it over here where, if we remember, the calm before the storm, when Trump said this.
You guys know what this represents?
Well, sir.
Maybe it's the calm before the storm. What's the storm? Could be the calm before the storm. We have the world's great military people in this room. I will tell you that. And we'll have a great evening. Thank you all for coming.
What's the storm, Mr. President?
You'll find out. Give us a hand.
The world's greatest military people in this room. What storm, Mr. President? You'll find out. Well, he just announced it.
President, for your leadership, and I want to publicly thank
last night, the world's finest military people, right here. Right here. Here's the storm. Okay. So go back and listen to this last night. Okay. Before he even started talking about the coronavirus, he immediately started talking about, and notice the seal. I already pointed it out, you know, how everything changed over here. The whole scene changed. Type of flag. The flag is gone. That flag is gone. UN flag. The seal is gone. Blah, blah. Just says White House, which was an NRV like a month ago. Again, I don't like rewatching my NRVs because it's a bit traumatic for me. Okay. So yeah, he actually did a whole military thing, you know, about drugs. We all know adrenochrome's a drug too, right? And they love coke in those places. The Hollywood parties I was forced to go to when I was out there modeling. That's all they do. So in New York too, I experienced the same shit in New York. It was just kind of worse in California. Hollyweird. Flashbacks. No, I never did any drugs. ever. I've never even smoked a cigarette. I've never had a beer. I was always that way. So, and no disrespect to anyone who has and has recovered, hats off to you. Kudos. Happy for you. So, yeah, before he even talked about the coronavirus and had the task force come out, he did this whole military thing talking about drugs coming in, blah, blah, in the Caribbean and in the Pacific. And I went over that in the video I did yesterday, NRV 74. So please go watch NRV 74. Okay. But this is what's connected to what he said over here about having the finest military people in this room. What storm, Mr. President? This is the calm before the storm. You'll see. Here we go. We shall see. When was this done? October 6th. We're in November, December, January, February, March, April. 6 months later. Okay. 6 months later. I mean, 2017. So it's not just 6 months later. Duh. 70, 80, 90, 20. Like 2.5 years later. Here we go right here. It's like a 2-year delta they're running on. So, yeah, here's the storm right here. Okay. And thank you, Iona, for sharing this. I'm not going to play the sound, but I am going to play what is going on and the symbolism going on here. Okay, this is about this movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, made in 1968, old school movie. Okay, first let's get a little about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And it was originally a book, by the way. It's supposed to be fanciful about this flying magical car and everything like that. Okay, now I haven't seen this. I was never into these musicals and things like that. It always creeped me out. I was like, I hated Pinocchio. I was like, why are these kids always caged up? Why are they always showing these royal people? That's because I always hated royalty. I couldn't stand it. My sister wanted the whole princess thing. I was like, no, I'll be the one to kill the queen. I was that one. I was that kid. Yeah, I was that kid. So God, I was such a freak. I was so different as a kid, to say the least. So, yeah, she'd play the queen and I'd play the one overthrowing the kingdom. I kid you not. That was the whole game. So, and I'd torture the dolls and kidnap them and hold them for ransom so they could let go of the peasants. So in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the kids of the main character get captured and thrown in a cage, of course, in a dungeon. And there's a whole bunch of other children because, get this crap, dear God, because I remember this, and my best friend used to sing this song all the time. And I was like, ugh, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I always hated it. And my sisters loved this movie. My grandmother loved this movie. Okay. The toy maker takes Truly and, I don't know, Cartinius to a grotto beneath the castle where the townspeople have been hiding their children. The reason why the townspeople hide their children is because the monarchy keep kidnapping their children. Okay? They concoct a scheme to free the children and the village from the Baron. Okay? So this is crazy. Look at this. The toy maker sneaks them into the castle disguised as life-size dolls for the Baron's birthday. How crazy is that? All right. And yeah, the ones that catch the children for the Baron and the Baroness are called child catchers. The child catcher is a character in the film Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and in the late stage musical adaptation, the child catcher is employed by Baron Bombburst and Baroness Bombburst to snatch and imprison children on the streets of Bulgaria. Bulgaria? Yo, people, Bulgaria. Okay. Enough said. Needless to say, the main characters freed the children, blah, blah, by distracting the Baron and the Baroness during the Baron's birthday party. Okay? But I have to play this scene. And you guys are going to be like, damn. And then I'm going to show you a picture to show about all their symbolism. Again, I'm not going to play the sound. Okay, here they are. There's a toy maker. Life-size dolls. Here are all the freaking disgusting royalty. What do we see on the floor? Black and white, right? Let's skip the whole musical. Yada, yada, yada. Here's the Baron and the Baroness. They love puppets, right? Who are the two freakazoid weirdos who are into puppets and dressing boys like puppets and dressing up like puppets? I'm not even going to say their damn names. Do your research. It's gross. Again, the whole Masonic thing, look. However, he does his song and dance and everything, and it's a distraction, again, remember, to save the children who are being held in the dungeons. Okay, that's not the scene I wanted to show. The scene I wanted to show, and here we go. Recognize anything? The royal wedding of Prince whatever. Gives a shit. Prince, I can give 2 fucks. I give no fucks. Let me see. All right. Yeah. This is what I did last night into this morning. I'm going to find the posting that the subscriber shared with me here of that movie, the clip. That wasn't the clip I wanted to show. Sorry, guys. Let's show the clip. Here we go. Thank you again, Iona. Yeah, here we go. The distraction, yada, yada. And here are the, gosh. See, and here comes the kids. Here comes the kids. These are the shackles the poor children were in. All right. They were keeping all these kids in cages. And they run and escape. Up. What did I want to show here? They throw a net on them and catch them, which we're catching them now, right? Setting the kids free from the tunnels and catching them now. You see how they rub it in our damn faces? But that's okay. We're about to throw a general net around their asses and catch them all and bring the kids out from the tunnels, right? They already know how it ends. They're just trying to prolong it. Trust me, it won't be freaking pies you're getting in your damn face. Look. Freeze frame. The red carpet. That red carpet to me, represents blood. It always has. And there's the Masonic floor, the red carpet, the blood. Ooh-cha, I know this is heavy, but we need to, there goes the blood. That's red. There goes the blood. And here are the kids trapped in the dungeon in the cage. We're freed. So it has a quote-unquote happy ending, right? The kids are freed. So Right? All up in our faces. Again. Think image drop. Gitmo. Think OP. Ops. Original poster. Operation. Ops. Those two ops to free the kids, to get those celebritards to sing, even the Queen to sing, to get them to sing, the deep state cabal Illuminatis. I wouldn't be surprised if they wouldn't stick Comey in a yellow sweater. When does a bird sing? A canary sings when it's dropping dime on its people. A bird sings when it's caged. And a bird sings after a storm. So the children will be singing after this storm when they see that first burst of sunlight. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends and dips his wing in the orange sun's rays and dares to claim the sky. And a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn as he names the sky his own. But the caged bird stands on the grave of dreams, his shallow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. A caged bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown, but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. And freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Freedom is here. Okay, guys. We got this. Peace out.